All right, let's do the load balancers. So we installed K3s without load balancers installed, so now we need to install it. So we're going to go to the metallb. This is for installing bare metal load balancers onto your Kubernetes cluster. Um, and I'm going to go ahead and just install by manifest here. If you wanted to be able to see what is in the manifest, we could look at it here. There's a ton of Kubernetes stuff in here that it is what it is. We don't really need to know most of this stuff. I'm being honest with you, so we'll do the configuration afterwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply these with the command that's giving, and before I do that, go into my cluster area. I'm going to metallb, and if we, for the sake of keeping track of all of this stuff, go ahead and curl this, and it gives me all the information in there, and I'm going to curl that again, but I'm going to put it into a manifest so we can see it later, just for record keeping purposes. And we'll go ahead and run a apply on that, and you could just copy this command. In fact, that's what we'll do for this one. Uh-oh. Connection refused. Oh man, what's going on? Okay, that problem turned out it was when I went in kubectl, it wasn't doing what it wanted, so I went back and made sure that I am grabbing my kube config so that when we run our kubectl commands, it goes to the right place. So I made sure that we are doing that there, and now that we have it, now we should be able to go back to metallb and run this command. There it goes. So now we have the custom resource definitions, and I'd use this one, the lightweight one. So let's go ahead and hop over into our L2 configuration. Is this correct? So now if I run kubectl get pods, and we're going to do -A to get them in all the namespaces, we see that we have our metal load balancers running. That's what we want. And we need to, if we are looking at this, the next thing we need to do is assign a set of IPs. And when I look at my old notes that I had, I did do the same thing. So first pool is the name. I don't think it matters what we call it. Let's go ahead and just set this up. So we're going to set up our IP address pool.yaml. We'll save that in there, and this is where we need to make sure we get our static IPs in there. So I don't want this huge CIDR range. So what I'm going to do is we'll go to ChatGPT. And remember, I have a small selection of CIDRs that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and, I think it's installed on 111, but we're going to go ahead and give it 115 to 120. Give me a CIDR range for 192.68.1.115.11 125. Let's see what that says. So it's telling me to use it. So we'll go ahead and put this in there. Oops. Delete that one. I don't think the name matters, so we're just gonna call this address pool, and we'll go ahead and exit out that, and we're gonna apply it, kubectl -f IP address pool, and then we need this L2 configuration thing, which this is one I have here, so L2 config.yaml. I think, yeah, that's what we use. So now we can apply that. Cool. And I don't know why I had this in here, but let's go ahead and pause the video and see what this is about. Yeah, okay. So I'm looking at it and it was just how I was doing a test. So I'm gonna go over to kubernetes.io and we'll go ahead and run a test to make sure that it's coming up on the load balancer correctly. So let's see here. Let's make a test. I'm not gonna keep any of this, so jonh deploy.yaml. So we'll make that, and then we're gonna create the service. And we're gonna go ahead and change some of the service on here. Instead of for the end, we're gonna go ahead and select type load balancer. And that should be all we have to change there. So kubectl -f deploy kubectl -f service. So this command is checking to wait for this thing to pop up. And so what we did is running nginx as the image. It's going to bring up 2 replicas. We really only care about the one. And we have my nginx is going to be showing up here at this IP address. All right, so they're up, and now we're going to go ahead and check out this IP address. If this works, then we have a working load balancer. Welcome to nginx. Look at that. So that's it for this. We now have a load balancer. The next thing we can do is install. We'll be needing to get our network routing set up. So that's going to be Istio and then the cert managers. And then after that, all you have to do is deploy your apps. So we're coming close to the end.